What's up, you beautiful motherfuckers? I like money. Money is good. I am a scumbag. I want all your money. Give me your money. It doesn't matter that I'm a self-proclaimed millionaire. I am finally independent. I have millions and millions of dollars that I have made over the past 5 years, but I still want your money. Crowdfund my new network. You won't regret it. I'll make a vlog on you.
Philip DeFranco is a YouTube giant who has done variously well off of multiple YouTube ventures. But is his latest one a scam? We're going to be looking at Philip DeFranco's Patreon. Recently, a couple YouTubers by the names Keemstar and Kavos have been hammering away at Philip DeFranco.
What we do here is go back.
Hey man, I seen you on there begging for money, Phil. Philip DeFranco? Yeah. Yes, I'm such a fan. Let me donate you money. Fucking failure. Here's one thing to Philip DeFranco. Wanna take a minute of your time to thank yo girl for the brains that she gave in bed. While you out by yourself, she running trains for bread. She gives her in a minute for a nickel and a dime. Down in Bankhead, she do that shit all the time. She hits us up with a message and a text saying,
"Hey, it's Lindsay. Phil's gone. Who's next?"
Sup, you beautiful bastard?
There is only one woman in the world that I will let talk that much to me, and I put my penis in her mouth. It's a compromise. And super happy fun time.
Basically, do you guys think Mr. Phil here is like he like does the douchebag of the day and everything, but is he himself a douchebag? My no holds barred opinion is I always thought he was kind of a douchebag.
As many of you probably already know, because it's a small world here on YouTube, a sexy Phil, SXE Phil, he's not sexy. In fact, he's kind of a dick.
You are such a hunk. And you're so brilliant, Phil. I get so hot whenever I watch one of your videos. Are you serious, Phil? No.
SXE Phil. He's a dick. See you around, buddy.
Let's start with a little history. The first time I saw a person beg for money on YouTube was in 2007. SXE Phil desperately wanted to move to New York to advance his career and attend YouTube's 777 gathering, but once he arrived, he found that he couldn't afford to stay. What an astronomical injustice it would be if he couldn't stick around and mingle with the other YouTubers, so he asked his viewers to send him donations through his PayPal account. I have no idea how much money he ended up getting from his audience, but I do know that whatever the amount, it wasn't worth paying for the useless fuck to stay in New York so he could try to stick his dick in Lisa Nova.
Long time no see, guys. Today I just wanted to go ahead and talk to you about something. This is like the 33rd take, and I don't know what to say. It's kind of soul-crushing, depressing for me. Kills my pride, so to speak. Yeah, so a lot of people know I was selling stuff to get to New York, pretty much everything except my Mac, my camera, and my clothes. Left Sunday, got there Monday. Was excited because I was supposed to work on the Philip DeFranco show with a small production crew and some other websites that I was talking to. And no, let's not even go into details because it just makes me angry. I'm just gonna make an ass of myself. Even more so. Everything flopped, which is wonderful, because I came home to a big, warm welcome of I told you so, which is great when your whole family is now behind you. especially when you have to come back due to no fault of your own. So that's great. Pretty much I was screwed. I ran out of money. Actually, I had to overdraw my account so I could spend the night in a hotel because I was scared to sleep on the streets again, because sleeping in your car in Brooklyn is probably one of the scariest things I've done in a long time. And yeah. So I've been talking to someone, a friend of mine. I do have family in Tampa, and I'm trying to get a friend to hook me up with a server job, which would be cool because I've done that before, and I can make some initial money fast and get a place as soon as possible. But yeah, I can't stay here anymore due to conflicting family matters. Jesus. But yeah, so we're setting up a website, philid.tv, and it's for the Philip DeFranco show and certain skits and stuff that I was and I'm still going to try and do. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and put the site up now. And if you want to help, and I'm not saying I'm deserving, there's so many other causes, other people that deserve, but if you want to help me out with this tough situation, to be there to help me pick myself back up, because I think a lot of people have been in that situation, then you can help me out there on philid.tv. There's a little donation button if you want to help.
Hey everyone, it's Victor, and before you watch this video, please know that I do realize that YouTube is a one-way means of communication, and I realize that if we were sitting in a bar, I might have different opinions because we could actually discuss the problem. But do know that I do recognize that some of you actually might have no other means of getting money than by asking for it. And if that's your situation, then don't be afraid to ask. But please don't bother us with stupid reasons for asking for money. Now let me rant. My answer to Christopher Mass's video, which is why do people give money to e-beggars? That's not really his question. That is his question, but that's not really what I'm going to answer. I prefer to answer why do people get pissed off. Part of the reason for me is, and the thing about Christopher Mass that pisses me off is that he likes to beat around the bush, and that he alludes to people. He won't just come out and say, hey, Sexy Phil, Blunty, Bohem, which is who he's alluding to in his video, by the way, if you didn't know. And all of these guys have e-begged, and they are all talented. Whether you want to admit it or not, they are talented. And they're talented, and I'll tell you why they're talented, because they have tons of subscribers, and, well, except for Sexy Phil, none of them have boobs. And it's easy to get on YouTube and show your boobs off and get tons of subscribers immediately. It really is. If I paid a girl to do a booty dance on YouTube and put up that one video, I'm sure it'd be 1,000 subs in a month. I'm sure, if it was a good booty dance and she was wearing underwear only. But these guys, they're looked up to. That's my point. They are men. They are handicapped by their penises and lack of boobs. And they have views and they have subscribers because they have talent and people look up to them. And when they beg, they set a bad example for the youth of our world, not just America. That's what bothers me. It's because I was brought up the old-fashioned way, where I was taught where you have to work. You gotta work hard, and you'll make some money. You want money, you work hard, you get it. That's the way you get money. You work hard, you get money. That's the way. You don't just put out your hand and say, gimme, gimme, gimme. You know, there are people who ask for money on this site who I think honestly deserve it, and I'll tell you one of them, Sean Bedlam. Sean Bedlam works fucking hard at his art, and he does something that other people can't do. Nobody can make a Sean Bedlam video except Bedlam. What I'm saying is there's some people who've got their certain style and they can do what they can do, and no one else can do it, and they've got talent, and they are men handicapped by penises, and they don't have boobs, so we should give them something. But when they start begging outright, like all the time, for trivial things, you know, Like Sean Bedlam says, hey, I want to eventually make a living this way. So if you want to donate, you know, it gives you the option. But then, you know, Sexy Phil, like, you know, New York town, you know, like New York, I want money, moving, and Boheme, moving, new apartment, and I don't know Blunty's story. I wasn't around in those days, but apparently Blunty asked someone to send him money so he'd get his girlfriend from America to come to Australia, and, you know, for reasons that for me and for most people probably on YouTube seem quite petty. And now we have people like Spricket24 and Tanya TKO who want money so they can go to the show in San Francisco. And of course that doesn't sit right with most of us because most of us don't have nearly the views that they have, and we know they get tons of views. So for us, it's like, why the hell are you asking for money? I mean, look at someone like me who's not near the top of the echelon of YouTubers, but even I get a little cash back, you know, and I'm looking at myself getting, you know, this much money, and I know that by virtue of this that I'm getting, that they must be getting this much, you know. So I'm thinking, why the hell don't they pay for their own tickets? And if you go to people like Tanya TKO's videos, and I'm not saying that they're not worthy in some way, that people are just subscribing to their videos for masturbation purposes, which might be true, but people like Tanya TKO, the videos that get the most views are the videos with the boobs. It's true. And they know it, and you know it, and I know it. So when they start asking for money, I don't get it. Why don't they just goddamn sell their boobs? You know, put their boobs right out there. You know, send out the thumbnails of their boobs. Send me I guess I could probably make some money with your boobs. You know, send me a thumbnail of your boobs, and I'll make some money, and I'll give you a half whatever I get off the video, you know. Probably, you know, that's the way you could pay for it. I don't know why you're asking for money. I don't get it. I don't get it. It pisses me off. I've never given anyone money on YouTube, but I should, and I will. I'm going to give the Boring Dispatcher's family some money. I haven't done it. I've been not putting it off. I just haven't got around to it. And I'm going to give Italian Stallionette money because she's someone who's really talented, and she's got a lot of goddamn problems, and she doesn't fucking whore her problems out on YouTube. She really puts herself out there, and she's not getting the views, but I think she's goddamn talented, and I'm going to send her some money. So I'm going to email her first to see if she wants money, you know. But she wants to go to fucking the YouTube gathering, the party, the 22nd, the 23rd, whatever the hell that is. I'm going to send her some money because she deserves it in my eyes, and other people who've got tons of views, I don't understand why the fuck they're asking. Yeah, I know that's not what you asked, Christopher Mast, but thanks for asking for video responses, because I really wanted to get this off my chest, and I'll talk to you later. And by the way, Christopher Mast had a contest, and he offered money, and he actually paid. I got your $10 gift certificate. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so the subject matter is e-begging. Wrong, right, thoughts about it. E-begging is fucking wrong, okay? And the reason why it's wrong is because the people that e-beg have somewhere to live. They have clothes on their back. They might even have jobs. And most of these people that I see e-begging are partners. You know, so they're already getting a kick down of, like, we'll say like $100 a month for releasing videos that are like the same quality or worse of non-partners. Okay, so these people are already getting money, whereas other people are not. And I'm not saying one category deserves it more than the other or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's wrong for them to ask for money. Okay, let's look at these people that ask for money. Okay, we got Danny from the Gradual Report. He was asking people for, you know, for $15 to become a member of his website, and, you know, he believes that he deserves money for being funny. The guy is pretty funny, but does he deserve money for that? I don't think so. Now, if he was in some really great movie or something like that, and it like totally showcased his fucking humor and everything, and then I would pay to go to the movies and see it, and if I liked the movie, then I'd buy it on DVD, you know? But, for him to release free videos on YouTube, and then just all of a sudden demand to get money for it, it's like, fuck you, buddy. You know, and then, the funny thing is SXE Phil makes a video where he's giving Danny shit about asking for money. And it's like, well, dude, didn't you also make a video about asking for money? Yeah, I think you did, because I seen it. And in that video, he asked people for, you know, handouts because he wanted to move from New York to Florida or something along that lines. So, what is with that? You know, I mean, how fucking hypocritical is that to, you know, and that, really, that's, all these fucking e-beggars, they have kind of like a trend to them, don't they? Where one minute, like, e-begging's wrong, don't, you know, ask for money, and then the next minute they're like, hey, you know, can you bump me down some cash? You know, I really need to get a new laptop, or I really need to go from New York to Florida and stuff, and it's just wrong, okay? There's people living on the streets that use like rats for fucking pillows, okay? Like a dead rat for a fucking pillow. Didn't eat anything for 2 days, you know, and the last thing that they did eat was something that they had to steal just to fucking survive. Those people need money, okay? You know, and I mean, if you just gave one of those people a chance and like maybe gave them like $50, $100 or something, say go get yourself a hotel room, maybe a bottle of booze, go take a shower, get yourself nice looking, put on some, here, I'll give you a decent wardrobe that I got at the thrift store, go get yourself a job at McDonald's or you know, just something that will hire you. There's plenty of organizations that will just, you know, hire you on the spot and pay you like $50 a day just to come and do odds and ends kind of work. And you know, not a lot of people live off of $50 a day, but plenty more do. So when I hear about these YouTubers asking for money, oh, they can suck it. They can suck it hard, okay? You know, they have roofs over their head. They have clothes. They have food. They have people that care for them. But yet they still want more. I watched the video that you left your response to about the girl with that hideous haircut, fucking talking about how, you know, she needs a new laptop to make videos and stuff like that. And it's like, are you fucking serious? You just made a video. I'm not seeing it. You know, it's like, you just made a video on some computer somehow, using some kind of camera or something. What's the problem? You can still make videos until you can save up the money on your own and get you a laptop. I suggest Walmart. Go to Walmart and do a layaway fucking plan or something. Pawn shops are a great source. You can get stuff for cheaper. eBay, you know, I mean, come on, there's so many options, many options. I would think that there's many more options that you can take as your own person before you have to come out and beg people for money. Okay, now, if they were on the streets and somehow managed to find a video camera and a computer with internet access and stuff like that, and said, please, I'm starving to death, and I slept on the street, and somebody kicked me in the face while I was sleeping or something, then I'd say, hey, yeah, you know, I'll throw you down some money. I don't really have money to give, but here, you know, here's $5 or something to, you know, help you out a little here and there. You know, maybe more people give you $5, and then you'll have, you know, a good amount, and you can figure out something to do or whatnot. But if you have the means to make a video with a camera, which, you know, cameras cost money. If you really need money, sell your fucking camera. Then no, you do not deserve any fucking money. No, especially if you're a partner. Okay, that's no. No fucking money for you. No. So it's just wrong, people. No matter how you look at it. I mean, there's some people that will give money, saying, "Well, hey, you entertained me, so therefore I'm gonna kick you down some money," you know. And when did people find it in their better interest to pay people for something that is free? Okay, we're already paying for the internet service and the fucking computer and everything else, the rent, you know, for the house to fucking put the computer and everything in. We don't need to pay you for trying to entertain us. If anything, you should be paying me to watch your fucking videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It's just wrong. It's fucking wrong. You know, I'm done with this little rant. I think I made the point. Made my point or whatever. The main point being is, e-begging's wrong.
You people, you need to leave Phil alone. Leave sexy Phil alone! He's just trying to make money. And he's got combination skin. It's hard to get views when you don't have your own boobs. Leave Phil alone! You bastards!
One, I mean, the classic story, which just fascinates me.
Oh, the catfish.
The catfish.
Yeah.
You met a girl. You
Megan.
You talked a lot with her.
Yes.
You were in love.
I really liked her.
There was there was heavy liking going on. You moved from where, Florida?
Yeah. So no, North Carolina to New York.
So North Carolina to New York, and when you got there, she gave you an address and everything.
Yes.
So you got there. She wasn't there.
She wasn't there. Yeah, the whole story is that she faked being this like dancer that was going to like was it Juilliard? It was,
wow.
Yeah, it was like, and
nice.
I was like, oh, it's very cool.
Nice. Yeah.
And she made up that she had this little sister, and she had this ex-boyfriend and this whole friend group, and it ended up turning out that she faked being every single one of those people.
Oh my god.
When I got to New York, when I got to New York, she faked being her ex-boyfriend and another guy who kidnapped her and raped her in a park. And she ended up, according to another friend, one of her girlfriends, ended up being in a hospital, and that's why she wasn't able to see me.
Wait, you were talking to all these people?
Yeah, it was like...
And they were all
This
her?
was like back on MySpace.
AOL chat or whatever. MySpace, yeah, back in the day.
And so I'm getting all these messages, and it's like, oh my God, what? And it took me like 36... Because I stayed in New York, I was just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because I put everything in my 1996 Geo Prism, drove to New York. By the time I got up there, I had pretty much no money left. Because
you got there, and you're like, there's nobody here. You're not here at your house.
Yeah, it looked like it was just like an abandoned house.
Okay.
And I was just like, what is this?
Right.
And
then you message her.
What do you do at that point?
Yeah,
too?
she doesn't respond for, I want to say it's like 36 hours. She finally responds when I'm on like I'd stopped off the, no, so that's what it was.
Where did you go in that time?
So I was just driving through boroughs. I'm trying to remember if I even had.
Did you sleep in your
a
car?
Cell phone on me? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I was like not too pumped about.
Yeah, of course.
And I was like trying to find out any family I still had out there, and I couldn't find any numbers. And then I remember I ended up like calling her from a payphone. I think I'm trying to remember where I was driving, but I just remember I remember the New Jersey Turnpike, and I drove off and I called on a payphone, and she was acting like she was hurt, and she kept the whole thing going. And the thing that hurts my brain is I then put myself into debt. I maxed out all my credit cards to get back to North Carolina. None of our mutual friends, because we're like, from like 90% of my friend group at this time was just like all online, right? It was just like a bunch of loners talking to each other and in chat rooms and stuff. No one believed me.
Oh my god.
Everyone thought that this girl had actually like been hurt, and I was being a dick, and I was just, and I bailed on her, and no one believed me for like 3 months until she did it to another guy that was a part of the friend group. And that was, for me, that was like, that just destroyed me, because...
So what the hell? Who is this girl? What is she doing now?
One of the girls was part of our mutual friend group. After she did it to another guy, said it was a 16-year-old girl in Kansas.
Wow.
And I was like, what? I was manipulated by a 16-year-old girl in Kansas?
Masterminded.
Like, just...
What a...
But, I forget if I make the point in that video, if she had not done that, I wouldn't be where I am today, because I was very much like going to try and go through a more mainstream route in New York and try and like work my way up from like internship.
Right.
I think Conan was still in New York at the time, and like he was just then trying his late show, and I was like, I'll figure out a way. And then that happened, completely destroyed me. Had to do the thing where I asked people for money, went to Florida, and then just hyper focused on YouTube. And So I like to think that if that hadn't happened, or any of the bad stuff during my childhood hadn't happened, I would not be here today.
That's honestly the best way to like take it's it.
Introducing the Philip DeFuck-ass YouTube is shutting down my channel t-shirt. Bolster your merchandise sales by telling the world, I'm in trouble and I need your help. If you would like a Philip DeFuck-ass t-shirt, you can get it for the low price of $9.99.
Really, I think the only guy that liked Meet the Spartans was the obnoxiously loud black guy right behind me. And hey, that's not a racist joke, you know? You're gonna go to the movie theater like 3 years from now and be like, God damn it, Phil was right. Those black people are really loud, and that's not racist, okay? A lot of people say, Phil, you're racist to black people. I'm not. I'm like a black guy. I also like chicken, playing basketball, banging white chicks, and collecting welfare. Welcome to the Philip DeFranco Show, the show that is the best show. That's not really a show, but it's me talking to a camera for 3-4 minutes. Yeah.
That should be my new intro. I think it's catchy.